Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Old man, I see you hanging out in chat there. You could say something other than hey. Yeah, there's a few other people hanging around, and you guys should be piping up too. Drew Grace, how are you tonight? And Elo Haven, how are you doing tonight, man? Heart, that's just mean. Drink every time the mic gets muted. That's just mean. Eric, you're not helping by encouraging them, man. You're just not. DJ Flexa, how you doing tonight, man? You guys are being really quiet in chat tonight for the most part. Are you guys? Am I just that boring? Aw, thank you, Eric. At least someone does.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. And thank you very much. The podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott. My name is Scott, by the way, not the old man with the glasses and the beard. It's Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, Belle. How are we doing tonight, Belle?
I'm having a great night. How are you, Scott?
I'm living the dream. You know what? I got sporting the ADA shirt on a Cosmos stream because, you know, I don't know. I like to be ironical. And I'm hoping for a real good show, a real good crowd. Let's just have some fun tonight. Here at the podcast, we have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about and bringing the focus onto use case cryptos because, as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable, and it's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto, and welcome to the podcast, and that round of applause is for all of you. We are also joined tonight, and I'm going to let him do it before I start rambling. We also have Eric from Secret Code Podcast on. Eric, go ahead and say hi.
Hey guys, thanks for having me back, Scott.
Yeah, that's it. So we wanted Eric here because we're going to burn some CeFi. So we're going to take all of his hard work and we're going to go to Button Group and we're going to go to Mount Doom and we're going to throw it in. That's it. We're just going to take it and toss it in. So yeah, we're going to. You know what? It's great. You know what? We're going to go ahead and burn this up. So we were having some chats today, and it was actually very interesting on the Discord. And for those of you who are not on the podcast Discord. Look, it ain't just me sitting here rambling on. You can watch videos and see me rambling on, man. There is there's a lot of good information on there, a lot of different opinions. We don't care what you talk about as long as you're respectful. So if you're not on the podcast Discord, do yourself a favor, introduce yourself. If you have questions, odds are good that the answers are there. So there you go. That's my plug. I guess I'm supposed to do that instead of like, share, and subscribe or whatever they keep beating me up about. So one of the best messages that I think I've seen on the said podcast Discord was from one of our members named Madshot. Now, this one was excellent. And it really made me feel great. It really made me feel great. So if you guys have been following the channel for any length of time, you're pretty well aware that we have pivoted pretty heavily over to Cosmos. We're also, Emery and I are also very much exploring a lot of the Solana, trying to look for the good stuff there. But we want to get everybody comfortable in Cosmos before we pivot, again. But one of the best messages that I saw up there, Madshot. So he kind of came with us. So he has divested himself of the majority of his Ethereum holdings, and he came over to Cosmos with us. And he did his very own math. So between what he would have lost in Ethereum during this little bear market and what he has earned in Cosmos during the same period of time is 100%. So that is a 2x. That's a 2x in a bear market, in a bearish of a bear market. So one of my favorite crypto sayings of all time is, I think it was Warren Buffett. Emery is a huge Warren Buffett fan, so he'll correct me. Anybody can make money in a bull market, all right? It's not magic. Everything's going up. Everybody's a great investor. You're all king. But and that's great. But if you can earn in a bear market, all right, that's when you get rich. So, and I think that was Warren Buffett, wasn't it, Emery? I'm not paraphrasing, or I'm not exactly quoting it, but that was Buffett that said that, right?
Yes, it was.
There we go. So don't take my word for it. Listen to the I don't even know what he's worth now, man, $50 billion man or whatever. But it just made my heart feel great that everyone is coming up here and they're earning well in a bear market. Because if you can earn well in a bear market, when it goes bull, that's when you change your life, man. That's when everything just starts to come together for you, because now you were struggling but still making it. And now you're not struggling anymore because everything's going up. Everybody's brilliant. Everybody's a great investor. And YouTube starts to become pretty relevant at that time because all of these mostly hype crap videos, they all effectively come true because everything's going up. So when the guy says, it's going to go up a lot, he's right. It probably will. It's just a matter of time. So that's what we did, and that's why we did it, and that's why we came over here. We were very excited about that. And by the way, these are usually member streams. I don't have a script tonight, guys. I'm just shooting from the hip. So one of the big ones that has made all of this possible is, of course, osmosis. Now, we've done several osmosis videos. Man, they do nothing. They just absolutely fall flat. But I was looking back at one of my older ones, and when I say older, I mean 3 weeks ago. And Osmo was $4. It's on my ticker. You guys know I usually have that ticker framed right here, and it's got the prices. That is my own personal time and date stamp. That's what it is. So I can go back and say, well, I was talking about this. No, you weren't. It's right there, man. It's right there. So we were talking about Osmo, and again, about 3 weeks ago, and it was about $4.50-ish, something like that. It just went over $10 today. So it ticked all the way over $10 in the bearish of the bear markets. So crypto is about patience to an extent. It absolutely is. I was looking at the comments and I saw that one. Crypto is about patience. And to an extent it is. But it is also about being in front of everybody else. And that is what we have been doing here at the podcast, is just trying to stay in front of it. If you're a little bit early, you are insightful. If you are stupid early, you are just insane. Now, unfortunately for us, we tend to be stupid early. So, yeah, it's we're just the old man with the beard, the wackadoodle. But it's just kind of been working out. It has just absolutely been working out. Now, I'm not advocating for you to spend your money based on what I say, man. I don't care. It's your money, your business. I am not going to be that disingenuous. All I'm doing is telling you where I'm putting my money, where Emery is putting her money, where Belle is putting her money. I said Emery is a her, didn't I? That's all that we're doing. So if you guys see it and you see some value out of it, great, man. Welcome aboard. If you don't, at least thanks for watching. But all of this stuff we're doing it for a reason, all right? Because buying bags, holding bags, just sitting there with your money on a central exchange is bad crypto. And I am happy to say it. It is not smart crypto. It is hopium. It is you turning over all of your financial assets to somebody else's judgment. And I disagree with that on every level. There is no level that I agree with that on. So if you are putting your money in here and you are not putting your money to work at all, it makes no sense to me. Just absolutely no sense. Because now your throat is wide open and you're just hoping that the market goes up. You're waiting for the market to go up. Don't worry, it'll come back. But why would you want to sit there and not earn at all while you wait, when there is clearly a better way to do it? It has nothing to do with the value of the token, with the value of Osmo. Honestly, I wish it would have stayed at $4.50 forever, because I'm not in it because it's going to crank up, even though it did. I'm in it because it pays me 90% APR. 90% APR. 90. This is better than the bulk of the yield farms that are out there right now. 90%. Put your money in, hit stake, and you collect 90% APR on it. So, to me, that seems like smart money. That's really what it comes down to. And you know what? We're going to change screens because we have all these new screens. So, we're going to be here now. I can see Belle smiling. Look, you guys can see Eric. You can see Emery looking stoic as always. Watch. Look how cool this is. Emery, say hi, please, and unmute.
Hey, everyone.
There you go. See that? We're all kinds of modern now. Eric, go ahead and say hi.
Hey, guys. I'm less stoic than Emery.
That is less stoic than Emery. So all we're trying to say is expand your mind, broaden your mind. Now, again, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, man. You earned it. It's your business. But I am suggesting to you that if you are holding it and doing nothing with it, you're basically, even if the token never changed value with the rate of inflation, you're losing money just sitting there doing nothing. The token is flat all year, and you lost 7% on it, period. Because it's not about the raw number, it's about the buying power, what you can purchase with the dollar value of this token. And at the end of this year, you're going to be able to buy 7% less. How do I know that number, Eric? I'm sorry, Emery, where does that number come from? Where does that one come from?
Probably comes from the rate of inflation.
Yes. From the rate of inflation put out by the government. So don't take my word for it. Take the government's word for it. Everybody is a big fan of that one. All right, guys, look, that's all I'm going to go out about here, man. We're going to have some fun tonight, and we're going to chat it up. We're going to third screen it. Please, 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 like anything else that we do here, every one of our shows is Ask Me Anything. So if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, observations, get them in, get them to Bell, and I promise you that we're going to address them. That's not even our only screen. Looky here. So if you need us to show it step by step, we will show you step by step. Whatever the hell that you happen to be asking about, we're more than happy to indulge you. So for those of you, even though I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody on this stream is already, they're all family members. But if anybody is not familiar, doesn't know how to get to osmosis, it's just that far out, let us know. And we will walk you through it step by step right now. And you can watch every step of the transaction. I don't know if we can do any better than that. So, Eric, what do you got on your mind tonight, man?
Oh man, you just blew my mind right now when you said trust the government. I'm like, wow.
Hey, I'm trying to be friendly, man. We're a friendly show, all right?
No, but you're 100% spot on. Your intro was fantastic. The idea of having money sitting in a centralized exchange, it's the same way as having money sit in a safe. Like if you had $1 million 30 years ago and you left it in a safe, like that, you've done a terrible job investing. If you, if you have money in a savings account, all of the returns that we can get in money in DeFi is exactly what the banks are doing. Quite a few centralized banks are actually offering loans from Compound, like from DeFi lending services, so that they can make the profit on the difference. And it's just a matter of, do you want to make money on your money, or do you want to let giant companies make money on your money? And it's incredibly inefficient if you do nothing.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Emery, you've been doing an experiment with Terra, haven't you?
I have.
Go ahead and explain it to everybody.
Well, I just wanted to see what would happen if I used osmosis as a savings account instead of my traditional bank. Because, most banks offer between quarter to 0.5% savings rate, and it's absolutely terrible. Well, and so I went to osmosis and I just thought about it. Well, why can't I use this as my savings bank? When I get my paycheck, just throw half of it in Terra, which is a stable coin. It's dollars. It's pegged to the US dollar. So I don't have to worry about it, fluctuating a whole lot. So, and it's been doing really well. So,
and again, what's your APR on that? How much are you making on it?
So I believe I put it in the Terra Osmo pool, 560. So I put it in 14-day bonding. So I want to say it's 168%, I believe.
Well, how about this? Why don't we look it up right now? Which pool?
I believe it was pool 560.
All right, let's get to 560. We got the third screen up by now. Eric, this is very impressive. All right, you can't see it, man, but trust me, it's pretty cool. All right, so you are in the 560. So you're doing a 1 day on bonding or 1 day on this?
No, I put it all in 14-day.
All right, so you put it in UST and Osmo. That's the pool you're in?
Yep.
That is incredible. All right, so as you guys can see right here on the screen, it's paying an APR of 160.42%. However, Emery is only doing this as a single asset. So he is only putting the Terra in there. Is that correct, Emery?
That's right.
Yeah, so you're only getting half that.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you guys to think about this for a minute now, all right? You just saw it, you heard it, and you can see the math. Emery is making 80% over a 14-day bond on a stable coin. Now, because you're in there as a single asset, are you very vulnerable to impermanent loss?
Not too much. It's also Terra, so it's stable.
It's stable. So your impermanent loss on this is going to be effectively 0, 1, or 2%. You're pulling down 80% on it as it's just sitting there, your stable coins. Guys, what we're trying to say here is that there is a better way. And I get it, man. Look, from a year from now, Terra is going to be worth $1. Whatever the dollar is worth, but Terra will be worth $1. So I get it. But when you're in a bear market, you want to protect your assets. This is important, is to protect your assets. And sitting on them and having them be worth the same amount is great. But why don't you earn 80% on them? Again, let me show you the screen, just in case we weren't real clear here. All right? That's the APR for a 14-day bond on osmosis. All right? In pool number 560, which you see right there on the top. You come over here, you put it in assets. You go to Terra. I got 19 cents, dude. Do you think I can bond 19 cents?
I don't think so.
let's find. Hang on, let me see. You know what, guys? We're gonna
Might
make this
cost
an
you more to bond it than what you have.
Let me see if I got anything left. I have $3 in Wawa. All right, let me swap it. So we are gonna make this an educational stream. So Eric, you like Wawa, don't you?
A huge fan. Love dog money.
Huge fan of anything that has to do with the dog. All right, so we're gonna swap. You guys, you know what? It's educational. You can watch this happen. If I can find Tara on here. Where's UST, dude? Guys, give me a minute. We weren't planning on this. All right, I'm calling an audible here. What is DSM?
Desmos.
Desmos. All right, when's that going? Is that already live?
I believe it's a social platform. I don't know if it's live or not. You know
Oh, yeah. Okay, am I having trouble here, dude? Because I cannot find UST. Obviously,
UST. Wow,
You just scrolled by it.
Where? What am I? Am I drunk? I'm not drunk. I haven't even started drinking.
Oh, that's what's wrong.
Is that what it is? I got to get up. Hang on, guys. We're going to get there. There it is. Okay, so UST. So we're going to swap all of the Wawa, and we're going to swap it all for UST. We are going to pay the exorbitant gas fees that you get here on Osmos of 0, and we're going to go ahead and approve that, and we're going to make this swap. So if you guys could please stand by. As you can see, the transaction is broadcasting, and it will be coming up, and the transaction is successful. So if we go back over here to Assets, and we go right down a little bit to UST, you're going to see that we have $3.42 of UST on there now. So let's go back to the pools. Let's go down to pool 560. I'm getting there, guys. We weren't planning this, Eric, but it turned into a learning opportunity. So
Awesome.
We're going to add and remove liquidity. The only thing that I'm going to add is a single asset LP, and we are going to put in the max that I have there of $3.42. We're going to add the liquidity. We're going to pay the average Osmo fee of a 0, and we're going to wait for this transaction to happen. Guys, this is how you work the LPs on Osmosis. This is exactly how difficult it is. Our liquidity is now $3.43, so we're going to start earning. We're going to kick it in there. Like Emery, we'll kick it in there for 14 days, so I'm going to earn 80% of my $3. We're going to max it out, and we're going to bond it. We're going to pay that average Osmo fee of 0, and we're going to wait for this thing to bond. This is how it works. This is exactly how difficult it is. So all of this mysticism, you don't know how to do LPs, it's too tough, it's too everything. Guys, I just did it. That's how long it takes to do it here. Now, what I do that Emery doesn't do is, I'm sorry, and the rewards are paid out in Osmo, Emery, is that correct?
That's correct.
So if you want to pull it right now, if you click the Unbond All, you pay the average Osmo fee of 0. We're going to wait for it. We're going to unbond it in case you had this question. So now it's done. So in 14 days, per the screen, 14 days, this is going to be released and it will be liquid. Until that time, I'm going to be earning 80.2% on it because I only bonded a single asset. That is all that there is to this, working the LPs over here on Osmosis. I wish it was more difficult. I wish there was more to it, but there isn't. That's it. So, all right. What's anybody got on their mind, man? Or else I promise you I'm going to get nostalgic. Nobody's got nothing.
Actually, no. Yes, they do. Rua Grace, starting off with the questions, wants to know your thoughts on Evmos.
My thoughts on Evmos. I'm doing my very, very best here, guys, to try to be cool when I'm talking about Evmos. All right. I don't want people trading on anything that I say. All right. I don't. My money is my business. Your money is your business. I can assure you that that I will be heavy in Evmos as soon as I can. All right, because I think that this is not only game-changing, I think this is super big game-changing. Not for the reason that you think, all right? There is nothing wrong with Rust, all right? I think it is a great programming language. I'll let Eric expand on that one a little bit. But the fact that you could write Ethereum contracts you could write basically Ethereum contracts over here. I think that is huge from a purely development standpoint. So, Eric, are you more familiar with EVMOS? You want to go ahead and take this one?
I'm a little bit familiar. I know that it's going to be a Cosmos compatible Figment chain that is EVM compatible. So when we went to Miami at the NFT and DeFi conference, half the people came up to the booth. They come up, hey, you guys are secret network. Are you EVM? Are you EVM? Everyone wants to see if we're connected to Ethereum, and we're not. But this will be a Cosmos chain that is. which is great for osmosis and for the Cosmos ecosystem. And I definitely prefer Rust to something like Solidity, but it's good to branch out and make those connections to get the people who only know Ethereum and are only familiar with paying $60 to pay your buddy 10 to show them that there's a better way.
Oh, Emery, do it again. What are your thoughts on Evmos? And while you're doing it, I want you to open your MetaMask, and I want you to send your $50 worth of district. Send it anywhere and tell us how much it's going to cost. So, Emery, what's your thoughts on Evmos, man?
Yeah, I think it's really awesome for people who want to learn how the Cosmos networks works while, I guess, kind of being hooked in the ground where they normally weren't. But hopefully that prompts them to see a little bit of better way of doing something. So I kind of want, I think it's a great machine. I think it's a great way to figure out how to bridge two vastly different networks together. Yeah, they've also launched an NFT chain too. It's called they're called Evmos Aliens, and so that'll be interesting when it comes over here.
All right, so for me, I was running Ethereum while I was waiting. So give me just 1 second, guys. So for me to send 5 amp from my MetaMask wallet to the Gemini exchange right at this moment, it's going to be $87. So $87 for me. I can see your face going down, Eric. It's going to be $87 for me to send 20 cents worth of amp from MetaMask to Gemini. So I'm just saying maybe you could do better. Did you pull it up?
It's going to cost me $321 to send all of my district from MetaMask to my Coinbase account.
Wait a minute. Say that again. How much?
$321.
It's a round of applause right here for Ethereum, guys. All right. I don't know if I can illustrate any of this better, but you're asking, I get the question all the time. Why, hey, Ethereum's the way, man. Look at it. It's big. Everybody knows it's going to be great. Why are you over here? You just saw me make 2 swaps and 4 transfers, and my total gas fee was $0. Nothing. For Emery to move his $50 worth it's $50 worth of district, it's going to be $300+. It's going to be $90 for me to move 5 amp. We kind of were talking last time about Ethereum jail. So we were having some giggles about that. For the people with the small trace amounts dust of money sitting out there in their MetaMask wallet right now. And, I'm just going to buy and hold. Yeah, because you have no choice. Because you would literally cost you a car payment to move it from where it is to wherever the hell you need it to be. So we kind of coined it as Ethereum jail. And I'm of the impression that most of the people who are still holding is because they have no damn choice, man. What else are you going to do with it? So, Belle, any other questions?
Oh, yeah. We've got more questions. We've got one from Elo Haven. Do you believe we are in a bear market?
I didn't know we were in a bear market until someone told me.
How about this, man? This is going to be a terrible answer, and you're not going to like it. Elo, are you in Ethereum? Because if you're in Ethereum, then you are in a bear market. I'll just leave it right there. How about that? Belle, what else you got?
All right. Min Lee, who is brand new to our channel.
Oh, yeah.
Was asking, and these 3 questions are all related. What does single asset mean in regards to the liquidity pools? I mean, what does the other asset do? Just sit there? Wouldn't it be better to just put both assets in?
Eric, I'm giving this one to you, sir. Please serve it up.
Oh, man. I
Dude,
don't
you
use
run
osmosis.
an exchange. You allow
I am actually actively creating the ability to do this. We're just doing it differently. In my opinion, better. But the idea of single asset liquidity providing or staking, usually it's done on something like a curve like AMM, where you can swap at a 1-to-1 rate. And it's kind of weird, the idea that Osmosis is setting it up for non-stable assets, like Osmo is going to change in price to $1. But the idea is you set it up so you don't incur impermanent loss. And so more people provide liquidity, and the way AMMs work is like, hey, you can trade my Ethereum and my Bitcoin. I'll earn the trading fees, but I take the losing side of every trade. But if you can provide single asset liquidity, now you have no risk. And if you have no risk, then usually you're going to get lower rewards, but there's no risk. It's free money. It's stable.
It is. Emery, why don't you explain impermanent loss?
Yeah, so impermanent loss is a phenomenon when you're in a liquidity pool and you have fluctuations, price differences between the two assets you're providing. You will incur a loss on one of the assets, or if you're lucky enough, possibly both, if two of them fluctuate differently. So impermanent loss basically happens when you have one asset that has high volatility and relative to the other one. So one becomes relatively more expensive than the other one, and you end up losing out on one asset. So it's called impermanent loss because eventually prices might even out by the time you pull out of that pool, but it's unlikely. So it'll likely end up becoming a permanent loss. So just be careful about which ones you LP in and kind of see how those two assets move. You want to make sure that they're relatively stable against each other so that you don't lose out on too much.
Bell, what else you got?
Red Star 7311 just hit us with a $2 super chat and is
Yay!
asking, how high AMP will realistically go in a parabolic run?
Oh, you guys want me to take this one, don't you? You're gonna make me fall on the old AMP sword here. I like to think that I'm pretty familiar with the AMP token. I started talking about AMP on YouTube back in February. So I've been with it the entire time. And I was popular for a time, and then I started being unpopular for a time, and now I'm pretty much just an afterthought on the entire market. But I'm very familiar with the token. I'm familiar with the tokenomics. I'm familiar with everything having to do with AMP. And my message has just been absolutely lost on this one. The thing you guys got to understand about AMP is that it is a single purpose token right now. It can do other things, and it's fun to explore them. We've done this a lot, but what it is doing is wealth transfer, and specifically wealth transfer for crypto spends. So I never really entertain a lot about the how high is it going to go, when's it going to get there, and all that, because it's going to be years, if ever. All right, because you need, in order for it to function, to grow, by the white paper that they wrote, it needs to be used. When it is used, it gets 1% based on any of the amount of value that it transferred. It takes that 1%, it goes to the open market, it purchases 1% of itself, the value of it, and it distributes it onto the staking pools given out as rewards. Now, in order for this to occur, it has to be used. Now, people, I know it's fun to entertain it, but right now, culturally, people are not aggressively spending crypto because they don't see it as currency. There are a couple of them that would be excellent. Any kind of stable coin, use it as currency. Why not spend a stable coin? Doge, why not spend Doge? But you are going to be talking about a fundamental shift in the way people actually view currency, means of trade, transactions, before something like this is going to generate enough effort to actually get it over. And I understand people are holding out. Well, wait till Shopify goes live. Wait till all these people goes live. Just because you can now spend it on Shopify doesn't mean you're going to. And this seems to be a lot of it is what they're banking on. Now, I think AMP could do very, very well for itself if they built into the DeFi, if they built where crypto is currency, where it is the only currency. If AMP was to aggressively pursue itself as a fiat to crypto on-ramp, they could talk. I bet you Eric would love to take it. I bet you know what? Put the cash in this side, kick out Secret on this side, right there on Secret Swap. I bet you Eric would love to utilize something like that. I bet he would love it. But right now it's not doing that. That's the problem, and there's the reason that I stopped talking about AMP. It's not that I don't like it. I think it is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing perfectly. But it is also valued correctly because nobody's using it. And you have to stop thinking that speculative bumps is something that the whole parabolic, now it's going to go, now everybody wants it. It isn't, all right? It isn't. These are Coinbase pumps. These are just, they're playthings. These big tokens become playthings. And one day it pumps 20%, and the next day it's down 20%. You can follow this on Coinbase with every new listing. But there comes a time when listings aren't enough. And that time came for AMP well before Binance, well before the Binance listing. there comes a time when it actually has to grow, develop, be used. And you're going to be waiting on this one, man. That's all it is. I still like AMP. I still have AMP. But I am a realist in that this thing is not going to 2x, 3x, 4x this year. I don't believe it. Not even for a second. If you can, please tell me how. That's all I'm asking for, man. Look, you can change my mind on this one. So I know that wasn't the answer anybody wanted, and I'm sure I just lost more subs. But it's the honest answer, man. I'm only going to tell you what I believe. That's why we do this show. Bell, please take it away.
DJ Flexa had a comment for Emery. Emery, your teeth blinded DJ Flexa. He saw the light, but he's not going into it, just so you know.
I got nothing on that one, man.
I normally have the Sith Lord background, but I chose a blue one tonight, so that was probably a mistake.
Okay, I see what he's saying now. I get it. Bell, anything else?
DJ Flexa did drop a question asking, did you guys see the bill being put in by Tom Emmer trying to get a block, per se, put in place to stop CBDCs?
I have not. I guess that I have not. I'm sorry. I'll anybody? We got 3 people on here tonight, man. Anybody know about this?
I saw it in the news. I know a lot of speculation. Yeah, I actually work with a couple of U.S. politicians, and it's something that we've talked about loosely, but I haven't read his specific bill being pushed forward. The idea would be to try to stop the United States government from doing what China's doing, where they're like, oh, you don't need crypto, trust our crypto, but we can move your guys' money whenever we want. Like how China's now set up, like, hey, if you don't spend money fast enough, we're just going to start taking it away from you.
Oh, dude, yeah. That time bomb that they put on their crypto, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cut off Emery. Emery, finish your thought, babe.
No, yeah, they have the EU in there, I believe, and I'm not quite sure what the popularity is of that yet, but yeah, I don't see that taken off very well, especially somewhere in the U.S., somewhere like the U.S.
Well, it's going to be tough, and you know what? I'm taking the screen on this one, man. It's going to be tough on this one anytime you're talking about the CBDC, because the Constitution of the we do have a Constitution. Even though people don't know it, they don't read it, it still exists, all right? And it is very, very clear in the Constitution what currency is, period. So they might be able to entertain it or play around with it, but honestly, it says this is what currency is, and there's no mention of CBDC. Now, I mean, they're more than welcome to amend the Constitution. They can certainly put it in, but as it sits right now, you just can't. So it's fun to talk about. It's fun to speculate about. But no, I don't see that happening anytime soon. I would love to, because I know that they've entertained it on the AMP forum a lot. Well, when they do, they're going to need someone to process it, and AMP's going to be there, and then that's it. Then we're going to go parabolic. But I just don't see that happening, man. I would love to, guys. I want everyone to make money. I want everyone to do well, but I don't see that particular one happening. Bell, what you got?
Roa Grace again. Love to hear thoughts on Ultra Mail release on the 20th.
Who wants this one?
I'll start and then Eric can finish.
Okay, who wants
Only
this
because I don't have much to say. But yeah, so I think that everyone's excited for Ultra Mail having their public sale. Can't remember what it was going to be valued at first, but I'll definitely be getting more of it for sure. And Ultra Mail has been, I think, one of Secret Network's biggest assets, really, when it comes to getting people into Secret, building on their platform and giving everyone a good private alternative to Gmail, Yahoo, MSN, I think has been something that people have been waiting for a very long time. So yeah, it's all in for me.
Eric, didn't you guys partner with Ultra Mail? Didn't Secret Swap? Aren't you guys there together?
Of course we did.
Okay,
I wouldn't pass up an opportunity like that.
Well,
I love
tell us all about it, babe.
Yeah, get the Ultra token. So it should be hitting the Sienna Launchpad, I believe, January 17th, and run January 17th through 20th. And I believe it's scheduled on the 20th for their token to release. And at that point, you can liquidity provide with it on Secret Swap, or you can stake it on Secret Swap to earn more Alter. So we're hosting their staking pool, and if you stake CFI, you'll earn more Alter. But can I touch on Impermanent Loss real quick?
Go, man.
So everyone hears impermanent loss for liquidity providing and greatly overestimate how significant it is. I dropped an impermanent loss calculator here in the comments, so you guys can take a ramble with it. We had somebody try to come to our committee call one time for the secret swap committee and try to stop us from reopening trading because they're like, "Oh my goodness, the price is different on Binance. People are going to suffer massive impermanent loss." If a coin drops by 50%, if you're LP and a coin drops by 50%, your impermanent loss is 5.72%. If it drops by 90%, your impermanent loss is 42%. So if you have one coin go up 10x and the other coin not move at all over a year, if you've been making over 42% APR, you did not feel that impermanent loss.
Well, it's funny that you should mention that a coin that fell by 50% overnight, because Bitsong, you know what? Yeah, you can smile. We all know about it. I'm going to pull up the pool right here. So Bitsong, as a matter of fact, is a pool that I happen to be in over on Osmosis. And let me pull up the Bitsong chart so that everybody can see it at home. So this happened right here. This absolutely happened. So it was cruising along, fat, dumb, and happy at 49 cents. And then, oh, look, there it goes, 22 cents. So not only 50%, but a little bit over. So, Eric, you're saying how much is the IL on this pool? And I was in Bitsong Terra. So my other value is still worth $1.
Okay, so it's impermanent loss is always going to be, for the most part, least when you're providing with a stable coin on one side. So I highly recommend whenever you do think the market switches from bull to bear, to liquidity provide with one side being a stable token. That way, as you suffer impermanent loss, although it's barely, you're getting more of the asset that you wanted to be in anyways. You're losing a little bit of dollars, but yeah, it's not significant. But if it drops about 55%, then your impermanent loss is still under 6%, because impermanent loss is comparing if you're holding those two assets outside of LPing, or if you are LPing the assets, and it doesn't even factor in the trading fees that you're earning during it.
No, and I understand all that, dude, but we are the good, the bad, and the ugly here. So I have to point out, not only did I lose an additional 6% on the LP, I lost half the value of the token. So we're dismissing that.
That's not additional.
No, that means my Bitsong is worth half of what it is, and I lost an additional 6%. I just want. I did not. Okay, explain how I did not lose half the value of my Bitsong.
Okay, so Bitsong did go down by that much, but you're not like losing more money. It just has to do with like, so say you have, I don't know, $10,000 in dollars and $10,000 worth of Bitsong, and Bitsong's now worth $5,000. Your total money would be worth 15,000. Whereas if you're liquidity providing that, it would be just under that. Plus you're earning the APR on top of it. So it ends up. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so what you're suggesting is that LP is always going to be superior to staking. Is that what you're saying? I want you on record here. Is that what you're saying?
Unless an asset goes to zero, yes.
All right. So for John, who is listening at home, and I know he is, He's
actually dropped a comment in chat. So yes, he is. He wanted to know what happened to Bitsong.
Oh, well, we're trying to work that out. Everybody giggling right now. We're trying to figure that one out.
We put a few videos about impermanent loss in the Discord, so hopefully people understand it a bit more. It's just the opportunity cost between putting in an LP and just holding it. That's really all it boils down to. So you just need to make that calculation yourself, whether you think it's going to be better just to hold on to it and see what happens to it, or earn on it. So it's just an opportunity cost there.
See, now I've always been a fan of the 24-hour pool, because even though I know that we can go over to VVS, very, very simple, and our liquidity is not even locked for 24 hours. We can remove it at any time. So the values are lower, the percentages are lower, but you have more control over your assets. So it all depends on what you want out of this one. But for what I'm doing on Osmo, I'm putting them in for 24-hour rolls. That means every 24 hours, my assets are made liquid again, and I can realize profits. You guys, if you've listened to me for any period of time, you know that I'm a big, big, big fan of realizing profits. All right? This is money. This is money. I know we always, it's just crypto. It doesn't matter right now. No, this is money. This is cash. This is a liquid asset. So I have a tendency to peel off my gains, and I put them in Terra. I put them straight in Terra to lock in the value. You can't really, that's my way of day trading LPs. Now, I'm pretty sure Eric would disagree with what I'm doing right here, but it's worked. Eric, do you disagree with what I'm doing right now?
Day trading LPs is the only way to day trade.
There we. Oh, look at there, man! Look at there. Round of applause from Eric. So yeah, I
call it yield trading.
I'm a big fan of it. All right, now not a lot of people don't agree. You know what? Anything I say, people are going to disagree with just because I'm not likable. But I am doing this as smartly as I can because I like to realize profits. The one thing that you have to remember about crypto, everybody, look into my eyes. What's up today can be down tomorrow. We see this all the time. This is not the exception. This is the rule. So I'm a big fan of a rainy day fund. So while the market is going well for me, I am going to peel profits off. I'm going to bury them in Terra. I'm going to make them $1, lock in that asset. So when the worst does happen and everything crashes 30% overnight, I am positioned to buy it with other people's money. I'm not scrambling. I'm not second mortgaging the house. I'm not doing anything because I have the rainy day fund and it's ready. I have been doing this successfully for years, and I am a big advocate for it. I'm not telling you to. I'm telling you that I am. So to save any of those questions, yes, that is why I do it, and I day trade LPs. I absolutely day trade LPs. It's a lot of work, but how important is your money to you? So, Bill, do we got any other questions?
Oh, yeah, we do. They keep coming. So, Rua Grace again. Love to hear more about Jackal. Could it be the one crypto that could howl to the moon and beyond?
Who's taking it, man?
I suppose that's me. I'm the econ guy, I guess. I don't think I've used the phrase "over the moon" for quite a long time. I'm kind of over it when it comes to that. But I think that'll do really well. There are a lot of challenges when it comes to building the Jackal token. We want to make sure that people are able to spend it to, say, buy Jackal products, but at the same time, we want people to hold it. So there's a bit of it's an interesting problem to have, and solving it is not easy, but we're managing through it. We've gone through like 4 different models over the past 6 weeks, so we're trying to figure out the best way to make this a good token for everyone to buy into, and making sure that it has great incentives to put in eventually Eric's secret swap pools, which would be awesome.
Oh, is that going to happen?
Oh, it's going to happen.
It's really the only way to do it right now, unless we have our own hosting to do it, and we can't put it on Osmosis yet because Osmosis does not have SNP20 integration yet. So secret swap's really the best way to go for it right now.
And again, man, I'm going to ask Eric, when is this going to happen, dude?
As soon as their token launches.
Okay. When's that token? You got to give us a date, Emery. I'm putting you to it.
I don't know a date. Probably late Q1.
Late Q1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. All right, I'm a big fan of this. We had Patrick and Marston on the show. And you know what? These guys are troopers, man. They really were. I did my absolute best to bust them. I wanted them to say something that they didn't mean to say or that they didn't want to say. And they didn't, man. They were I've been doing this for 25 years. So I was like, these are kids. I got them. I did the same thing with Eric. I couldn't bust him either. But I was like, I got this. All right. This is kind of my thing. This is what I do. So I thought I had him. I couldn't bust Eric, and I couldn't bust Patrick and Marston. It's a great product. Now, I'm excited about it for different reasons because I am a fan of hot storage. If you're not familiar with the difference between hot storage and cold storage, you know what? Google's your friend. I'm not going to explain it here. But let me just say that hot storage is better. All right? Hot storage is better. And I didn't think it was possible to do it on Secret. I just didn't. I was like, there's no way. There is no way that you're going to get any kind of efficient hot storage on Secret or effectively on any blockchain, man. Not anything that's going to be, you could do it, but it would be cost prohibitive. But for some reason, Jackal cracked the code. So as soon as they did it, I said, get them on the show. We put them on the show, and I couldn't be happier about it. I'm excited for this one. And I'm particularly excited the way that it's the interoperability of Jackal and how they are going to be just the one-stop shop for this, man. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I know that wasn't exactly what you guys. I know you wanted to hear from memory, but I want to give you my thoughts too. This is the podcast. Belle, please take it away.
All right. Next question comes from Elo Haven. Do you think scale is toast?
Ooh, I'll take the scale one, man, because I actually like scale. I think Ethereum is toast. And you guys can give me the thumbs down. You can send me the hate mail. I don't care. I think Ethereum's very price right now is a pretty good indication that it doesn't work. And the more that launches on it and the more people that get into crypto and the more that keeps coming up on this, Ethereum's just going to get worse and worse. I mean, it is a plaything right now for Ethereum miners. These guys are loving it. And I understand everyone, 2.0, man, it's going to fix it. It's going to fix everything. But one, we don't have a date on 2.0. Two, we don't really know how it's going to work. And three, you have not yet taken into consideration all the Ethereum miners that are not going to work for a tenth of what they're working for now. They're just not going to. So honestly, man, this is almost coming down to a big oil versus renewable type of thing. And I don't see Ethereum like this. I don't see it really getting affordable at any time soon. But the funny thing about it, and I'm sorry, you asked about scale, specifically about scale. I have not given up on scale. I think you're going to still get your money out of it. I think it's going to be fine. However, it's going to recover at the same time that all the Ethereum market recovers. So when we were talking about purchasing power, it will be able to buy exactly at 30. Once everything recovers, everything is going to recover. Once Bitcoin comes back, they're all coming back. So if you were planning on 2xing your scale so that you can buy something else, whatever you're looking to buy is going to be twice as much when it bounces. So it just comes down to purchasing power, man. What it's worth right now is effectively what it's going to be worth even at twice the price, unless you're turning it into cash. But if you're going to use this to buy something else, everything else is coming back with it. All right, Ethereum is locked. It is right around the big old Bitcoin. And what Bitcoin does, Ethereum does, and everything else comes along with it. We could look at this over any single one of these bull markets. It's up, everything's up. So from a pure number, purchasing power standpoint, the value is almost irrelevant anymore. It really doesn't matter. Now, I don't know. Somebody else got a different opinion on this? Eric, and you obviously I'm cueing one of you guys to talk. Help me out here, man.
I haven't. I don't actually own any scale, so I own 4 Ethereum tokens, and not one of them are scale.
Oh, I thought you said you owned 4 Ethereum. It's like, dude, you're
Nice.
doing well. Look at her, yeah.
I'm not there yet, but I only own 4 Ethereum tokens, and none of them are scale. So,
all right, Belle, we're gonna take one more question, then we're talking CFI. So one more question, if you got one.
Roy Grace again. Thoughts on Hedera?
Boy, you guys ask me about this one a lot. It's not for me. I'm just gonna put it there, man. Look, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine what they're doing, good vision, all that other stuff. It's really not for me. And anybody else? Hedera? Anybody?
I have no idea what it is.
Okay, there you go. So that's kind of where our mindset is on this one, guys. I'd love to give you more, man, and I love it, but and I want to help. I really do, but if I'm not effectively a savant on the token, dude, I don't want to give you financial advice on it because we don't do that here. The show is not about financial advice. All right. I want to talk CFI, Eric. I want to talk CFI, and I'm putting you up on the big screen, man. So tell me why I should continue to buy CFI.
Do you guys follow Guy Ziskin on Twitter?
I do not.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who Guy Ziskin is?
I know Guy, yeah. I know the name. I'm not a big tweeter guy.
Founder, CEO of Enigma, founder, CEO of Secret Labs, the guy who started all that is Secret Network. Vitalik Buterin follows him. And he doesn't follow very many people. He's an old ETH guy as well. Brilliant person. He recently tweeted out, hey, I just had, like this last week, I've had 3 different pitches of programs built on Secret Network that will have over $1 billion of new TVL this year. And I'm just trying to figure out if our presentation was 1 or 2 of them.
So here's my big thing, man. Look, what's going to happen? Look, I love what you're doing over there, dude. Because I like that. You know what? Let me show it again. I'm gonna put Secret Swap up there because I'm a big fan, dude. This is easy to use. So look, real quick, and we're gonna get back to Eric. So if I want to swap, I have a balance right now of 2.98 secret, and if I want to swap those for anything, let's say CFI, Oh, there's no route. I can't make that trade. So if I wanted to make this trade, I just put up my secret, which is over here, which I purchased on Secret Swap by swapping secret for secret. And I can use that, and I can buy CFI. I can swap it. I can put it up, and we're done. All right, so what I'm saying is I love what you built, man. I think it's excellent. It is easy to use. It is intuitive. I love that it shows the path. All right, I absolutely love that it shows the path, man. I was big. Button Group kind of, Button is the other one that is doing that. So I love the Dex aggregator. But I think he built an excellent platform here, man. But I am trying to figure out, are you one of those billions? Because if you're one of those $1 billion TVLs, dude, this is going to, I don't have the words, man. And I don't give financial advice. I'm not that kind of guy, man. But if you were one of those, how about this? Let me put this to you. If you are one of those TVLs, will you tell me?
We will be one of those TVLs. So I can't tell you too much yet. We are completely changing the game in all of DeFi.
I want you to say it one more time, dude. So you telling me that what's the lock value on secret right now?
Right now, TVL's 70-ish million.
Okay.
The liquidity is about 55, 60 million.
So you're telling me that you're going to be one of the $1 billion TVLs?
I think that'll be a warm-up this year.
You think that's going to be a warm-up? I know. Hey, dude, I'm giving you a chance here, man, because I want to, before I get on this. I know I don't have the words, man. I'm trying. My mind is going nuts here. Look, guys, I've been buying the hell out of CFI, but I thought, how much fun would it be to bring the guy who owns it? So I just want to. I don't want to do this, dude. I don't want to be the guy that's saying, you got to buy this. I'm never going to be that YouTuber, man. So I wanted you to be that YouTuber. Eric, tell them what you think. Again, tell them that this is something you should look at.
Guys, it's grotesquely undervalued. I wish I could say more. We will. And you guys will find out when we do. And I'll come on the show and I'll break it all down for you guys. Right now, there are strict NDAs and we're building out as fast as we can. Because as soon as we do build it out, everybody's going to try to copy us. But we will be the first. and it's going to be huge.
See, here's the problem.
It's going to be huge.
Here's the problem with it, man. Is that here's the big problem. Is that when you come on to tell, it's too late. All right, it already happened. Whatever was going to happen happened.
It'll be so early. It'll be so early. I'm not giving financial advice here. It's not as early as it is now, but it'll still be so early.
God, man, I'm having
all you guys like, oh man, Secret's $8 right now. Like I wish I got in when it was $4. You guys are gonna be looking back when Secret's thousands of dollars. Like, oh my God, why was I stressing whether it was $6 or $8 when I got in? You guys have no idea how early you are before we completely take over.
Here's the problem I'm having with this, dude. You've watched my show, right? I never do this. I never done in a year that we've been doing the podcast. We've never done this. Ever came up there and just said this is the one and this is it. We've never ever done that. So I'm having some trouble. I'm just having some trouble on this because I don't want to get my guys in trouble. Then all of a sudden they bought a whole bunch of CFI and something happened. So I thought it'd be best to get the guy who owns it on here and just allow you to say it. It doesn't matter. It's still the podcast, so I'm going to be in trouble for it. But
you have about 5 minutes to burn 1,000 CFI.
I don't have 1,000 CFI. That's the problem, dude. It's all staked, man. Every bit of this is staked. Look, guys.
We're not osmosis. There's no lockup time.
I'm not taking it off, dude. Look,
That's fair.
You know what? You guys are all hell with all of you. I'll tell you what. We're going to do a special stream tomorrow. If anybody would like to come back on Sunday, 2 o'clock, only because I'm bored and have nothing to do. We're going to do a stream tomorrow, 2 o'clock, and I'm going to Mount Doom, and I'm going to burn 1,000 CFI. Because when we're done here, I'm going to hit up Eric and tell him to send me 1,000 CFI for the plug. All right? I think it's fair, dude. You're not paying me. You're paying Button Group. All right, Eric?
Dude. Instead of just burning 1,000 CFI, buy an NFT raffle ticket and burn it.
Buy an NFT raffle ticket. I don't even...
Revealed Network goes live on Monday.
Can we do this, Emery? I'm sorry, we just hit dead air, dude. I hate dead air.
Can we do this? I have no idea what it is. I haven't started looking at it yet.
Okay, can I walk you guys through it?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Absolutely.
So Revealed Network is one of my old brain babies that a team had gotten a grant for a long time ago, and they didn't really know what to do. And so I kind of helped walk them through like a path of what would be a playable game that would be neat with DeFi and gaming. And so it goes live on Monday. The first, you get a week to mint, and then every week there'll be a raffle. So while one's being played for a week, you can start minting NFTs for the next. But it's an NFT raffle game where you mint tickets with CeFi. Each ticket's 1,000 CeFi, and it is an NFT. And then over the next week, they are slowly revealed to be losers. And at the end of it, one NFT wins the entire jackpot. And 100% of the CeFi minted goes to that jackpot. There's no house take or anything.
Oh, wait a minute, dude. So we're talking about Willy Wonka's golden ticket here, aren't we?
And since it's an NFT, you can sell it at any time. If you wait 12 hours past the first reveal, all of a sudden it's up 10%. And now you can just sell it right away. It's like, think of roulette. Like, I could bet 35 out of 36 numbers and I'm guaranteed to win something. Except there's no 0 and 00. There's no house take. It's a completely free and fair game.
But what if we happen to get the raffle ticket that is the winner and we burned it? Then what happens?
That would be so funny.
Could you imagine the outrage of people calling shenanigans, shenanigans, and they'd have to go look at the podcast and watch me burn it. Oh no, I burned this one.
Guys,
it'll be great for the views.
I'm going to give you a little bit more good news. We just got hit with a $50 super chat.
Yay! It's got to be John, man. John always,
John.
Yeah. John always hooks us up. By the way, guys, any of the super chat, it doesn't go to me, doesn't go to Eric, doesn't go to Emery. That's how we pay Belle. That is it. She works for tips, almost like a stripper. Almost like a stripper. She works purely for tips. So if you like Belle and the way she manages the show, this is how we take care of Belle. So John, again, thank you very much. No, I'm intrigued by that, dude. I'm absolutely intrigued. So should we do that tomorrow, Emery? Would that be something we could go and burn it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow we'll burn 1,000 CeFi, and it'd be cool to grab it.
No. We're gonna burn what is the ticket
till Monday, right? Doesn't go live till Monday, right?
So it's called Revealed Network, and Monday you guys are Central Time, so Monday at 10 a.m. Central is when we're gonna push the first minting round live. Okay. And yeah, you can mint a ticket and you could burn it before it's shown to be a loser.
All right,
that would be hilarious if it won. We could all track Mount Doom status. Like, is it live? Is it live?
Yeah, that's fun. No, dude,
I want Mount Doom to get rich.
I think this is something we have to do, man. I think this is great. By the way, Steve is the one who set us up, and Steve is from Button Group, man. He's fantastic, dude. This guy is next level interesting. And he doesn't care much about graphics because this is Mount Doom. So again, for those who are not familiar with this, anything we put in here and hit submit is gone. All right, it is poof. It is off the face of the earth. It doesn't exist anymore. But with Mount Doom, we can prove that it doesn't exist anymore because there's now a trail of saying where it was burned. So anything we put in here is just poof, gone. And it's just interesting to me that Steve went there, that he said, this is, you know what? We got to be able to prove that we've burned this stuff. So Steve went here and he built it. I'm a big fan of that.
It's absolutely fascinating because with burn addresses and any other network, you don't need a special burn wallet where you can see everything because everybody can see everything in it. But since it's secret network, you have to have the publicly available viewing keys. And now they've got it set up where you have viewing keys for NFT platforms and everything. And they've got a gallery for the Mount Doom burned images. And it's honestly, it's fantastic. Steve's built some great stuff. He's a great developer.
You know, we were having a giggle about this one too. Are you familiar with the Tucker automobile?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I watched the movie about it.
Yeah. So there's only like a few of these Tuckers left. So some people have bought multiple Tuckers and literally crushed one to make the one that they have increase in value. And we were thinking about this from an NFT standpoint. So if there are two of these NFTs sharing the value and you crush one of them, then the next one is going to not only double, but it'll double plus. So Steve made the Crusher. That's what he did. He absolutely. Oh yeah, I got you. He made the Crusher so that we could destroy things and increase the value of other things. Man, I just admire that kind of forethought.
You know, it'd be a fun statistical game to play. Is just buy a ton of NFTs and threaten to throw them in the volcano, and see what kind of value you can get for them if people want to pay for the ones that you have. So I think that'd be a fun thing to do.
Would that not be the best live stream ever?
Yeah,
We would
absolutely.
literally have open auction on here and say, look, this is it. If anybody wants it, you got to buy it. If not, we're going to destroy it live. Would that not
That's what I'm doing with Secret Dogs. And so I put my first one up. I got Sassy. She's the one cat of the Secret Dogs collection, which only has 185. So of the 185 dogs, one of them's a cat, and she's dog number 69, and she's my cat. And I just bought a whole bunch of Secret Dogs, and I have actual community members' dogs, and I'm like, you're gonna have to pay me for them. I'm gonna burn them. So I put one up for auction, and the day before I was gonna burn it on Christmas morning, and somebody bought it from me. I was like, dang it! So the guy who made it goes by MBT. He said wait to do more until after the website goes live. But I'm honestly just hoping that somebody doesn't pay me for them so I can burn it.
Oh, that is awesome. All right, Belle.
Sassy the dog huntress.
We're absolutely over time, Belle. Do we have any questions, or are we pretty well done here?
We do have a few questions. And
Lightning
Eric,
round
sorry,
them, all right?
you're-
They get
you're gonna-
15 seconds. Go.
All right, Mark Fisher, can you elaborate on what you mean by a lot of work in regards to LPs?
I think that they could be a lot of work, meaning that you have to track them. You have to keep up. You cannot just forget that you have money unstaked, because as soon as it unbonds, it's earning nothing. So you have got to be Johnny on the spot with your LPs. Next question, Belle.
Gustav Smith, is there a non-Ethereum token that competes with Fetch?
Ooh, anybody? AI. Fetch AI. You guys aren't familiar? I'm not familiar, but
I don't know if there's a fetch equivalent anywhere else. Not that I'm aware of.
no, and I'm a big fan of Fetch. Belle, next.
Duo 89 Rex, any plans for Secret to be listed on major US exchanges?
Eric's going to nod his head. Personally, I hope it doesn't. All right. I want it
I've
where
heard
it is.
good things.
I don't want it listed. I don't want it to become another freaking plaything for Coinbase so we can watch our value go up and down 40% every other day. I want nothing to do with it. I know it's great and it will encourage me to get back into day trading, and I don't want to do that. But from the man himself, yeah, it probably is. Next question, Belle.
Actually, that was the last question. And Gustav Smith hit us with a $30 super chat saying, still the greatest channel out there. Thanks.
Jeez, maybe I need to be a producer. I don't know how to do that.
All right, everybody gets 15 seconds. Emery, go. You're already on the screen.
Yeah, so I want to thank Eric for coming on. I didn't know he was coming on today, so that's awesome. Thanks for explaining how Secret Swap works, and thanks for cluing me in on this awesome game on Monday. I had no idea it was coming, but I will personally buy several of these NFTs and then threaten to dangle them over Mount Doom for a while. That'll be a fun game for me.
Absolutely. Eric, 15 seconds, man. Go.
Guys, use Secret Swap. Everything's awesome. About Jackal, Data Vault, Alter, all the applications that are coming out. It will be a new wave of business that utilizes Web3 to make real world business. This is the future where the tokens are actually representative of the business's success instead of the old way stocks allegedly worked. So get involved in any of the applications built on Secret Network. They're going to be dope.
And for me, and then we'll give it over to Belle. Guys, I cannot thank you enough for continuing to support the channel, man. Look, we do this for you guys. We want to give you whatever the hell you want to hear. So if there's something that we're not talking about that you want us to talk about, please let us know. As far as the Ethereum world, dude, that's old news to me, man. All right, I've moved on, and you know what? We're going to continue to push and push and push because the value is away from it. All right, from a pure percentage standpoint, man, the value, the DeFi is where it is. I want nothing to do with central exchanges anymore. It's not my thing. It's an old way of doing business, old money, and I'm just I would, I'm not going to rant on this one. All right. So again, thank you very much for joining us, Eric. Belle, take it away. You got 15 seconds. Talk us up. Talk us out.
And Leonard Jackson, thank you so much for chiming in with your last minute $3 super chat. Again, for those of you who tuned in to watch us go live tonight, we appreciate each and every one of you. We could not do this without you. With that being said, we're going to be back on tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time with an impromptu live stream. And we're going to be taking Thursday off because Scott has to work his big boy job and it isn't going to be able to come on. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, again, we appreciate each and every one of you, and we will see you tomorrow.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at The Podcasts. Also, visit our page at thepodcast.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.